Hi, welcome back. So, with the news that Keir Starmer has applied an under-16 social media ban, the people have seen through it for what it is. It's digital ID, and the people have spoken. Keir Starmer is a wank. Hello? Keir? Like Prime Minister Keir? What do you mean a video flag for hate speech? How did you know? YouTube flagged? But I haven't posted it yet. Wait, can you see my camera on my screen before I post when the app is just open? Hello? Hello? Sorry about that. Been having some technical issues. So, anyway, today we're going to speak about Keir Starmer and the attack being linked to Russia and what that means for the UK. So, to summarise, what's going on? Last year in May, Starmer's property, second home and his car were all attacked, leading to 3 arrests. 1 man was subsequently acquitted and 2 other men were charged with the arson attacks on the Prime Minister of the UK. Now, the BBC have suggested that those attacks were orchestrated by Russia, and I want to take a quick look at the evidence that they've used to conclude that Russia is behind the attacks. So, all 3 men were Russian-speaking Ukrainians who all happened to live in Britain. They were solicited for their services through the app Telegram, which is a Russian-owned app. So that's one thing they've hinged their argument on. Also, the attacks were arranged by a Russian-speaking gentleman via text, which, to be honest, if you don't know, half of Eastern Europe speak Russian or even see themselves as Russian. An old political divide from the USSR. And that's it, really. That's all the evidence that you've used to suggest that Russia is behind these attacks. Ukrainians speaking Russian, a Russian app, and a contractor speaking Russian, known only as L Money. That must be his screen name in Telegram. The BBC themselves have actually reported police looked at the communications between the men. They didn't know who Keir Starmer was, and this was being viewed, or not being viewed, sorry, as a political hit. Keir Starmer is probably just a bit of a wank. Hello? Oh, not you again. What? So I can't say it at all. It's illegal now? Prison time for just words. Alright, I won't say it. Can I go on my video? Good, thank you. Sorry, it's been a weird day today. So, as I was going to say, this piqued my interest because there's a recent story in the UK that has attacked and fired a single shot at a Russian ship, a yacht. Now, Navy ships don't mistake yachts for hostile ships, and attacking a yacht is a decision made, and that made me think, are they ramping us up for war with Russia? These attacks on Keir Starmer's property is being reported as Russian-linked, and if you cast your mind back a good few years now, you may remember there was a Russian spy who poisoned a British civilian. And also, I'm going to insert a little clip here, and this is something Donald Trump said to Keir Starmer a little over a year ago.
Get attacked by Russia, will you come to their aid?
If the British people are in Ukraine and they get attacked,
If British soldiers are in Ukraine.
you know, I've always found about the British, they don't need much help. They can take care of themselves very well.
That sounds like
You know what? No, it sounds like it's evasive, but it's not evasive. You know, the British have been incredible soldiers, incredible military, and they can take care of themselves. But if they need help, I'll always be with the British, okay? I'll always be with them. But they don't need help. You look at their career. You have done very well over the years, haven't you?
We have. I'm very proud of our country. And but we've also always been backing each other up between our 2 countries. That is why this is the greatest alliance for prosperity and security I think the world has ever seen. Whenever necessary, we've absolutely backed each other up, and that's at the
Could you take on Russia by yourselves?
Well,
I mean, personally, I think if you look at the UK's relationship with the USA and the fact that USA and Russia are constantly posturing towards each other, I think it's a way of keeping pressure on the Kremlin because America are dealing with a bit more of a hostile situation in the Middle East. As much as they've announced the ceasefire and the opening of the Strait of Hormuz, Israel have intentionally broke that ceasefire several times already. Previous ceasefires several times, sometimes within hours of them being announced. So that to me seems to be a bit more of a priority, a bit more of a volatile situation with Israel and America in the Middle East than what Russia appears to be in Eastern Europe. So I think that's something to think about going forward. Like, comment, subscribe, get in the comments, let me know what you think. What do you think is going on with Russia and the UK? What do you back Keir's decisions when it comes to what inevitably is a digital ID? And do you see us going to war with Russia in the near future? And remember, Keir Starmer is indeed a wanker. Hello? Worth it.